Hey there, everyone. Manchester United nil, Southampton nil. A drab draw. But we all know the reason for that: corrupt officiating. Yes, I said it. I feel that the officials are corrupt towards Manchester United. I think there's a bias towards our club. And it's sad to see that the officials try their best to derail any progress that we want to make. Now, we did not have many chances, yes. And the chances that we did get, we should have scored, perhaps, been a bit more clinical, a better decision perhaps made in that moment. But we have to remember, these players have been playing every 3 days since after the World Cup. That is physically and mentally tiring. And it takes a lot to perform at the highest level for 90 minutes. And for a factor that we got a red card, even being 10 men for more than an hour, that is a lot for a player. You have to accept the fact that some of our players are tired. We had good performances by Varane, De Gea, and in my opinion, Martinez, man of the match. Our defense did well enough to keep Southampton at bay. And we battled and we fought. There was no sign of heads dropping. But the Casemiro red card impacted the game negatively for us. We simply had to dig deep, and we had to realize that we have to be careful when we attack now. This referee, Anthony Taylor, and the VAR referee, Andre Mariner, should be sacked. They should not be allowed to referee another game again. Absolutely corrupt. And not just the two of them. There's a few other referees in the English FA that definitely needs to be investigated. It is insane to think that he gave a red card for a challenge that, first of all, he thought was a yellow card. It was a clean tackle, firstly. Casemiro won the ball, in my opinion. And the momentum takes him to have his foot roll over the ball, hitting the player's foot. Now, you could say it was reckless because of the studs being up. But on the other hand, you have to be aware of the factor that the referee saw it as a yellow card, firstly. It was Andre Mariner who spoke in his ear and said, "Go have a look at that. I think it's a red card." And they only play the footage from the moment his foot rolls over the ball, hitting the player. They don't look at the whole image where he actually has the momentum scene that takes him into that area. Andre Mariner, the day before, was not even giving yellow cards for challenges worse than what Casemiro done. But is the VAR referee for us and decides that this is a red card after the referee on the field, Anthony Taylor, saw it as a yellow card. I obviously think that it was a clean challenge. But there is an agenda and a bias towards Manchester United. We have to be aware of that factor. We're missing Casemiro for 4 games. Simply because he got a red card earlier on in the season. The Crystal Palace neck grab, if you do remember that. And you could see he was disappointed. I believe that he himself doesn't see that as a bad tackle. The referee was absolutely poor. I cannot find the words to explain the corrupt officiating. This is the reason why you don't see English referees at a World Cup, at a Euros. They are just not that good enough. They need to be replaced. And now we have an FA Cup quarter-final that's on the way. Real Betis, of course, before that. But Casemiro is available for that, and we are quite ahead in the tie. It is our domestic games that is going to catch up to us. Again, another corrupt decision. A clear handball. Whether he slipped or not, he obstructed the cross from Rashford to Weghorst with his arm. It is a handball, and the referee sees it clearly. VAR didn't even look at it. That explains to you more than enough the corrupt officiating and that we were robbed of 3 points. We definitely had chances to score even though we were 10 men. And even in those moments, we did look to win the game. Southampton weren't that much of a threat. It was the officiating that sucked the energy out of the game and out of the players. Ten Hag certainly did not hold back in his post-match conference, saying that this match was influenced by the referee. And just as a final note, the 4 games Casemiro will miss is our FA Cup quarter-final against Fulham, Newcastle, Brentford and Everton. It's going to be difficult without him, but we will have to do it. And I believe that we can. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.